New York City business leaders are urging Congress and the Biden administration to provide more money to deal with a flood of 100,000 asylum seekers straining local coffers. And this was an open letter to President Biden and congressional leaders. Today, the Partnership for New York City writing, the situation is overwhelming. The resources not only of the border region, but of city and state governments across the nation.
Yeah, some familiar names certainly signing this letter. The co-chairman of the Partnership for New York City is Pfizer CEO Albert Bourla, Tishman Speyer Property CEO Rob Speyer. They were joined by dozens of other local CEOs, including JP Morgan's Jamie Dimon, Larry Fink from BlackRock, Henry Kravis from KKR, among others. Let's get into it with Laura Nahmias. She's New York politics reporter at Bloomberg News. She joins us right now in the Bloomberg Interactive Brokers studio. The Partnership for New York City, Laura, this got a lot of attention during the COVID crisis as well, with like return to work, getting people back into the city. How much power does it have? Like, do people listen when they speak?
Absolutely. The partnership has been around for a long time, and its leader, Kathy Wild, is incredibly influential in business and politics in New York City. And so the partnership's opinion is usually seen as sort of a consensus opinion of the most well-respected and important businesses in New York City. Whether or not that has any impact on the Biden administration and Congress in this particular case, though, is really an open question, because this is such a thorny political issue for the Biden administration and for New York City.
It's always complicated. It's just like this. But something needs to be done. Immigrants need to be taken care of, right?
Absolutely.
Or migrants need to be taken care of. What kind of numbers are we talking about in terms of the costs?
Well, in terms of the costs, the New York City Mayor Eric Adams' administration is estimating that this is going to cost the city of New York alone $12 billion from last spring up through July of 2025. That's an extraordinary number. We're talking about an annual budget in New York City of somewhere around $106, $107 billion. When you think about the additional unexpected cost that taking care of the migrant populations represents, it's just more than the city thinks it can manage.
Where's this money coming from?
It is coming from state funds, state aid in small amounts, and also from city tax revenue generated by the citizens of the city of New York.
But when we have the whole pie for New York City and the services that it provides to its residents based on tax revenue, what's getting smaller as a result of this $12 billion that's going out? Do we know?
Well, at the moment, not much. There were some fights in the most recent budget cycle about cuts to potential library hours, to various city services. But the Adams administration is warning that in the future, there may be less spare cash to go around, and that other things may face cuts.
Hey, one last question before we pivot to something else. But I mean, the other thing is expediting the process to allow them to work, right? That would start to change the situation, one would guess.
Yes. So the city business leaders in the Adams administration are saying that having so many new people coming into New York City can be a good thing economically for the city of New York.
Has anybody seen the job market?
Exactly.
How tight it is?
Allowing people to work, allowing people to contribute meaningfully to the economy, which is what many of the people who are arriving here say that they want to do, would be a great thing for everyone. And they're just asking the Biden administration to help facilitate that. It's easier said than done.